Hello. Welcome back to my channel. So, if you're new here, my name is Belmari, Teacher Mary, also known as Teacher Mary with GOGOKID and VIP Kid. But what we're here for today, we're here to talk about the ban that Trump has made at the beginning of the month, and we're here to also talk about any updates with GOGOKID. So, first and foremost, if you're new here and you would love to subscribe and join this YouTube family, please do so. Please subscribe. Just click the subscribe button. And also, if you want to know when I go live, when I put out any videos, any updates, please also do not forget to also click on the little bell right next to the subscribe button. Why do you need to do this? Well, first, if you subscribe, it helps me out with my channel. It helps demonstrate to YouTube that you want to watch my channel. I'm trying to grow this channel and trying to bring out more content to you. And in order to help me do that, you need to help me by subscribing. It's absolutely free. You don't need to pay for anything, and it helps me out tremendously. So if you could do that, please click on the subscribe button, like the channel, like the video, and also don't forget to click on that bell because that will notify you whenever I post anything, and you would be able to just quickly log on and be able to just watch whatever video I have. The way it works with YouTube, the algorithm, you just need to be able to like. They look at the likes. They look at how many subscribers I have. They look at all of that. And in order for you to support my channel, this is huge for me. So please subscribe, like, click on that bell so you can know, so that you can do all this for me. I greatly appreciate it. And I am so appreciative to the 23 subscribers that I have. I know it's not a lot. I know it's like very minimal compared to other channels here on YouTube, but I am here on social media. I am here on YouTube, and I do love having this channel and being able to share along with you all my journey here at GOGOKID and give you any information. So let's get started. Okay, so I posted a video back at the start of August talking about the ban that Trump had initiated against TikTok, and specifically against ByteDance. I got the correct pronunciation now. So specifically against ByteDance, which is the parent company of TikTok and also the parent company of GOGOKID. Why do I keep talking about TikTok ban? Well, because it does affect us GOGOKID teachers. It does affect GOGOKID and being able to make any transactions with any U.S. residents. And I am a U.S. resident, and all of you many teachers out there that are U.S. residents, it affects us. And I know many teachers that teach with GOGOKID in partnership with GOGOKID use GOGOKID as their main source of income. I teach with GOGOKID and VIP Kid. I have been also looking into teaching with other companies due to this. I've always liked having two companies under my belt so that I can be able to, have something to fall back on if something were to happen. Plain example like this. So that's why I've been teaching with two companies. But I love GOGOKID. I know that every company has its ups and downs, negatives and positive downfalls, but GOGOKID I have been with GOGOKID from the start, and I have had so many things happen in my personal life where I couldn't teach, or I had to cancel classes, or I had to make arrangements while I taught. And I had to cancel classes. I had emergencies that have arisen. And I can honestly say, personally, I have had a great experience with GOGOKID. It has not been negative for me at all. I have had, I've done everything in my part that I needed to do, to give any paperwork, to send any proof of anything, why I had to cancel or why I had trouble with the internet or anything like that. And I've had positive feedback from GOGOKID, and they have helped me out. And I'm still here, 5 contracts in. So thank you, GOGOKID. If any of GOGOKID personnel is watching, thank you so much. It's been a blessing for me and my family. And I really hope that this journey does continue for me. With that being said, I want to announce that GOGOKID, before I go ahead and go into this new information, a lawsuit that is going on against the US government. TikTok is suing GOGOKID, and that's the first. Oh, I'm sorry. Back. TikTok is not suing GOGOKID. TikTok is suing ByteDance. Kind of feels like they're suing GOGOKID, but no. ByteDance, the company. Backtrack. No, oh my gosh. I'm tired, guys. I've been up since early. TikTok is suing the US government. Okay? Back it up. Back it up. Slow down. Back it up. Let me have a drink of water. Okay. So let me rephrase that. TikTok is suing the US government because of the ban. And I will go into that, more into that, because I want to share the good news first for all of us GOGOKID teachers. I know that just like I've been having to close my slots with GOGOKID for the first week of September, starting September 1st, because of the fact that GOGOKID has sent out an email earlier, and the email said rough draft of what it said, basically saying that they were going to start making payments for biweekly payments. So you all know, GOGOKID teachers, that we usually get paid once a month, monthly payments. So now GOGOKID announced that they are going to start making biweekly payments. With that being said, if you worked they had a schedule that they laid out, and if you worked from September 1st through September 15th, you will get that payment September 30th. How does that work for us? If the ban is in effect, or we wouldn't be able to get paid or any funds from this company, ByteDance, we wouldn't be able to get any funds from them. We wouldn't be able to receive our payments as of September 20th. So that wouldn't help us, because then whatever we worked from the 1st of September through the 15th, we would be able to receive it from GOGOKID September 30th. You know, if that would go down the drain for us, that wouldn't be helpful. I know GOGOKID is trying their best to try and find a solution to help us get paid so that we can continue to teach, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of teachers are like, nope, we're not going to be working, we're not going to be teaching if we're not going to be getting paid. If that money is just going to be lingering up in the air, nobody's going to wake up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning to teach if we're not getting paid. And it's not GOGOKID's fault. Thank the Lord. It's not GOGOKID's fault this time, you know? So this is just due to this ban, this whole TikTok ban that trickles down into ByteDance, that trickles down to GOGOKID, and we're affected by it. So now what they're doing is they just announced, and I'm going to hop in here into my email so that I can read it off to you. GOGOKID just sent out an email, and I received this Sunday, August 23rd, and I just want to give a shout out to my teacher friend. She's with GOGOKID as well. She was the one that announced it on GOGOKID Facebook page, official Facebook page, and she went ahead and said to is that? I hear the noise. Anyway, she went ahead and announced this on the Facebook page. And so thank you. Thank you for sending that out. Okay, so now, do you want to increase your earnings in September? GOGOKID announced that aside from them, they're going to be paying the incentive that they announced, which I'll get into that in a moment. They will be paying the incentive earned from September 1st through September 7th, the 1st through the 7th. It will be paid along with August earnings. So anything that you work from the 1st of September through the 7th of September, you'll be getting paid that on or before September 15th. This is on the email that they sent out. Literally, I received this email Sunday, August 23rd. And so what is the incentive? Well, let me go into that for you. The incentive activity simply is open your chosen number of peak time slots. That's the catch right there. In order for you to receive the incentive, you need to open peak time slots. What are peak time slots, you may ask? The only peak time slots that they're referring to here is 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m., and 8:30 p.m. Beijing time. And these must be open for the period of September 1st through September 7th. Okay? And then if you accumulate the amount of classes taught during this time, then it'll be counted towards the incentive. And you'll be paid anything that you teach plus the incentive that you earned for teaching the hours from September 1st through the 7th. You'll be paid that on or before September 15th. That's better for us because then we can be paid before the 20th of September for whatever we have taught. So this is awesome. This is awesome. So this is great. So if you're a GOGOKID teacher and you have already closed out your slots, like I did, closed out your slots for the first week of September because you thought, okay, I don't know, this is up in the air. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen to the this whole ban, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get paid. What do I do? Let me just close out my slots because I'm not going to get paid for it even if I teach it. So if you have already done that, you have this opportunity to open up your slots with GOGOKID from September 1st through September 7th, because whatever you work that week, that's going to be included with your August payment. All the other classes that you worked in August that you will get paid for September 15th. So that'll be included in there. So that's awesome. That's, more payment for you, more classes to teach, more payment for you for the month of August. Get everything that you can get, while you can, because we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, that's the update on GOGOKID. So yay, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up for GOGOKID. Thank you, GOGOKID, for doing this for us. We don't know what the future holds for ByteDance and how much if we would be able to get paid. We don't know how long it's gonna take. We don't know. So just teachers, take what you can. If you're able to teach this week, September 1st through the 7th, take advantage of that and take advantage of the incentive. So let me read to you off the incentive that they're offering. If you open 8 to 11 peak time slots, the peak time slots that I just mentioned, if you open 8 to 11 peak time slots during the period of September 1st through the 7th, you will receive $12 in incentive earnings. If you open 12 to 19 peak time slots during the period of September 1st through the 7th, you will receive $20 in incentive earnings. Or if you open 20 to 28 peak time slots during the period of September 1st through the 7th, you will receive $35 in incentives earnings. Note that the incentives are not cumulative and that you will only receive the incentive pay that corresponds to your total number of open peak time slots. Please also note that the number of slots required and the incentive amount will vary per teacher based on the average number of peak time slots opened in the past. Ugh. Yet another note, another thing to take into consideration, another confusion. So although I want to thank GOGOKID for making this available, this incentive level, and making it possible for us teachers to teach from September 1st to the 7th and be able to add that into our August payment and get paid on or before September 15th, I do want to say that there's always some sort of confusion. There's always some sort of note or some sort of take into consideration or some sort of something. So just take into consideration that they did place this note on the email. And if you have not received the email and you are a GOGOKID teacher and you have no idea what I'm talking about, please contact GOGOKID. Send them an email, send them a ticket, send them something to be able to receive that email, and so that you can be informed, well informed of what's to come, because all the details are in this email. Even though I did read off to you basically what it says on the email, but do so. If you have not received an email and you have no clue what I'm talking about, please contact GOGOKID through email or a ticket on the teacher portal, and you'll be able to go ahead and take a look at that. All right, let's move on to the issues with TikTok. I opened up a new, and this is a credible source through the New York Times. I have an article opened that TikTok sues the government over Trump ban. Oh my gosh, this is huge. Okay, good. You know what? Let me just go into this issue. Not going to comment right now. I'm just going to give you the tea. So TikTok sued the U.S. government on Monday. What's today? The 24th. Just today. It was updated at 2:30. Right now it's 3 o'clock, and I'm recording this for you all. But TikTok sued the U.S. government on Monday, accusing the Trump administration of depriving it of due process when President Trump used his emergency economic powers to issue an executive order that will block the app from operating in the country. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You heard right. The suit, which was filed in the Federal District Court for the Central District of California in the U.S., did you hear that? Is TikTok's most direct challenge to the White House and escalates an increasingly bitter back and forth between the popular video app and American officials. All right. Mr. Trump has reportedly said that TikTok, which is owned by the Chinese internet company ByteDance, poses a national security threat because of its Chinese ties. On August 6th, he issued executive orders banning transactions with TikTok. He issued twin executive orders banning transactions with TikTok. And the Chinese social media app WeChat, that's another one, within 45 days. Then a week later, he issued a separate executive order giving ByteDance 90 days to divest from its American assets and any data that TikTok had gathered in the US. Okay, what does the company say in its lawsuit? Quote, "We do not take suing the government lightly. However, we feel we have no choice but to take action to protect our rights and the rights of our community and employees." Quote, "Our more than 1,500 employees across the US pour their hearts into building this platform every day." quote. This is what the company says, and noting that the company has noted that they also plan to hire more than 10,000 workers across 8 states in the coming years. So TikTok, which their parent company is ByteDance, does not plan on going anywhere. Okay, they're fighting this. And relations between the U.S., the article goes on to say that relations between the U.S. and China have soared in the recent months over rifts in geopolitics, technology, and trade. Okay, the company has been partly provoked by China's more assertive posture, but also Mr. Trump's desire to convince voters that he is tough on China. As part of that, Mr. Trump's advisors have zeroed in on technology companies that they say are beholden to the Chinese government through security laws, including ByteDance. So this is the Chinese telecom equipment maker Huawei and the internet company Tencent, which is the owner of WeChat. So ByteDance, the Chinese telecom equipment maker Huawei, and the Tencent, which is the owner of WeChat. So they've beholden, Mr. Trump advisors have zeroed in on technology companies. And the companies I just mentioned are those. And Mr. Trump's first executive order against TikTok draws its legal authority from the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, which allows the president to regulate economic transactions in a national emergency. Faith, what's the matter? It's my dog, guys. She hears my husband coming in, and this is real. You know, I'm on live, so you're gonna hear some noise. You might hear my doors. You might hear my smart house saying back door. It's happening. That's what happens when you work from home.
She went up?
No.
Go, Faith. Go use it.
That's my handsome husband.
Oh, sorry.
Just came in the house. You want to say hi to YouTube?
YouTube.
Yes. All right. So, going back into the article. Mr. Jason Waite, a partner at the law firm Alston and Bird, said courts would probably be reluctant to challenge the president on national security guards. But if a court does decide to rule against Mr. Trump, that could end up curtailing the powers of the presidency. Anyway, you know, Mr. Wade also said, quote, I do not think the U.S. should be concerned about having to defend IEEPA actions and the impact that could have on the authority of a future president. Okay, end quote. So it just goes on and on and on. And TikTok said in a blog post explaining the grounds for its lawsuit that the Trump administration failed to follow due process and act in good faith, neither providing evidence that TikTok was an actual threat nor justification for its punitive actions, end quote. The company also claimed that the purported national security threat identified the committee or foreign investment in the U.S. was based on outdated news articles and did not address the documentation provided by TikTok, demonstrating the security user data. Long story short, TikTok is suing the U.S. government. So furthermore, the executive orders against TikTok have also led, according to this article, have also led ByteDance to explore a sale of the popular video app. So, which is used by millions of teenagers and influencers, if you don't already know. The company is in talks with multiple American firms, including Microsoft and Oracle, for a sale of at least part of its business. The TikTok is continuing to negotiate a potential sale while it fights the U.S. government in court. With that being said, if TikTok does sell portions of its company to Microsoft or to Oracle or any other company based in the US, which is US company, this will help. Okay, but this will help because such a deal will require the company to move American user accounts over to the acquirer's servers, a stipulation required by the White House. So Microsoft is largely seen as the front runner in these negotiations. So this will definitely help out with being able to make any transactions in from the U.S. to with China. So that will help out in that. So that's definitely a good thing for us GoGoKid teachers, seeing that ByteDance is the parent company of TikTok and GoGoKid, and so that would help us out so much. And that's the update, and that's the tea on that. So that's basically the update on that. They're being sued. So let's just hope, let's cross our fingers and wait and see what happens with this lawsuit now. There's a lawsuit. They're in courts. TikTok against the US government. And that's the update on GoGoKid as well. GoGoKid is trying their best to accommodate us teachers some way, somehow, with giving us the ability to still teach the first week in September and be paid before or on September 15th. So be expectant of that. If you're a GoGoKid teacher, like I said before, go ahead and open up your slots. If this is something you were waiting for, hallelujah, you'll be able to work the first week of September and get paid for it. That will be included in your August payment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this update was helpful and maybe a little bit of reassurance to you. I hope that if you have not been able to get any other companies under your belt, that you think about it and you do so before this takes into effect. You still have a little bit of time to be able to apply to other companies. Right now, I don't use WeChat. I never have. I know of teachers that have used WeChat, and that's also being affected by this. So I'm sorry to all you teachers that are being affected by this. I'm sorry to all of my colleagues that are scrambling to try and look for some sort of income or some sort of backup to help you out. But this is a time for you to explore other options, because we don't know. Although there is a lawsuit going on, but even if this is successful, if the lawsuit is successful and things go back to, or maybe if a company does buy out portions of ByteDance and does buy that out, and then we'd be able, somehow there's a loophole and we'd be able to get paid. I still do encourage you to look for another company, something else that you'd be able to have under your belt, something else that you could fall back on. I do have VIPKid. Right now, it doesn't look like they're being affected by this. I only see that who would be affected by it is directly GoGoKid teachers, because of the fact that ByteDance is the parent company. WeChat as well. Like I said, I don't use WeChat, and I never downloaded it, so I'm good. I don't get paid through WeChat. But I do have VIPKid. So if you are interested in applying to VIPKid, and even if it's not anything big, trying to open up some slots and doing that, I know there are many teachers out there that are VIPKid teachers, and that you could go ahead and log into their accounts, or maybe just use their referral code. And I know the referrals have changed so much with VIPKid, but hey, I really don't care about even whatever incentive they give you. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's amazing for even getting an incentive for referring other teachers. But I really don't care. It really doesn't matter to me. The reason why I would even mention VIP Kid at this point is because that's another option. And I am self-employed, and I am not employed by any of these companies, by VIP Kid or by GOGOKID. I am merely partnered with these companies. So my channel here is not only for GOGOKID, is not only for VIP Kid, is for whatever companies I work with. And at this moment, I work with and I partner with GOGOKID and VIP Kid. So I will talk about both companies, and I will promote and say, hey, if you think that you want to try out VIP Kid, let's go. I will put my link in the description box below so that you can just click on it and check it out and see the process and see if you qualify, and if you're a GOGOKID teacher, you will qualify. See if you qualify and see if you want to go ahead with the process and be hired as a teacher, just to have that under your belt. I don't see anything wrong with it. It will not hurt you. It won't hurt you. It will just help you out. Have something to back you up. Okay, so I encourage you to do that. Check them out. I will have the link in the description box below. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to click the bell next to the subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I do go live, whenever I do post any videos. And I did receive a notification that someone actually would love to see the process of being hired with GOGOKID. And guess what? I will make a video on that too. So stay tuned for that, because although a lot of US teachers do not, it's, we're like, not sure what's going to happen with GOGOKID, and maybe it's not a great idea for US teachers to start applying now or be hired. Or maybe you know what, you can. You don't know what's going to happen with it, but if you want to apply for it and just to have it, just to have the account, and not even start teaching yet until you know for sure, but why not get the process out of the way? But I am going to post this because there are other teachers that don't live in the US and that can and have the qualifications to work for GOGOKID and to work as a teacher with GOGOKID and partner with them and VIP Kid as well. I'm going to go ahead and link my referral link at the bottom here for GOGOKID and for VIP Kid, so that if you're interested in just looking into it and you do want to apply, whether you live in the US or not, and you do want to take a look if you have the qualifications for it, it's going to be there for you. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.